Second quarter set to go. Amazing occurrence here today. The MIAA season is upon us. Booker Corrigan, Ty Zanders bringing you the call. McDonogh in their home white, St. Paul's Road Blues. 2-2 your score. Second quarter brought to you by Kelly & Associates. Tremendous supporters of the game of the week. They've been with us as long as we can remember. Kelly & Associates for all your insurance and payroll benefit needs. Check out Kelly & Associates, and of course, we would not be here if it were not for our friends at Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast, real free, surcharge-free ATMs at Royal Farms. McDonogh with their first midfield in the game, picked by Rob Black. And Morrill looks to go, stumbles, beats the double team shot, goal. No goal. We had a timeout called. It is a great call. When I heard him say it, I thought it was a great call. And Jackson Morrill steps up and makes a play that you just can't fathom he's going to make. So it's an unfortunate turn of events, but that's life. I want to also thank Kelly & Associates, of course, our second quarter sponsor, and we would not be here without Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. Ball, hey! The cameraman's got to go get it. The fans are helping the officials. St. Paul's coming out, a little zone look here. Matchup, now they pass him off. Little zone look, and we have a baseball right there below the wing line of this face-off line, so it'll be interesting to see if that comes into play. Here at high school lacrosse, you get to see a lot. And we get a moving pick call. See if the ref picks up the ball here. There he goes, he gets it. So the ball is now off the field.
GB for the zebra.
Oh, and that's going to be a McDonogh ball. No doubt about it. That's a great play. BJ Farrar, and you talked about it, he's one of the fastest defensemen in the league.
Only a freshman. If you're a freshman, you're starting on defense in the MIAA. You got a pretty strong trajectory there. You're one of the better defensemen in the country, I'm sure. Getting his fair share of high Division I looks. Plays for the Baltimore Crabs. Great football player as well. Just showing his wheels there.
Kyle DiPietro comes up with a nice ground ball towards the middle of the field. Second quarter brought to you by your friends at Kelly & Associates. And of course, Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. Surcharge-free ATMs. Get to Royal Farms. McGovern right down the teeth of the D. Great save, Stover. And Zeke Narcisse with a tidy little ground ball. Goes Carter Flagg. Ball bounces out of his stick. They both push and shove. Flagg loses his footing. And a nice ground ball by Dawes Milchling. And now we get a moving pick call.
I didn't catch that one.
Ned Schneebly with the moving pick call. Am I pronouncing it Schneebly? One of the leading leaders in educationing. Ned Schneebly. You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore. And the legend of the rent was way hardcore. McDonogh back up on offense, and we remain knotted at deuces. I'll have to drop that one in Penn State Hopkins this weekend if we happen to get a 2-2 score. Jackson Morrill.
So great to have league play here. 3 huge games, 2 other big ones. It's hard to make sense of the MIAA. It's so wide open. I don't know if it's been this wide open in almost a decade.
And it's hard to make sense of it. That's a little push on St. Paul's. Good call. Good call, no problem. But like you were saying, it's hard to make sense when they're playing out-of-conference games because you don't know how jacked up their opponent gets to play them and who them is, whether it's Gilman or St. Paul's or McDonogh. Loyola, sometimes teams, it's their Super Bowl to play an MIAA team.
I think whenever you're from out of state or a public school and within Maryland, it really is your Super Bowl. You want to beat the team that you've been hearing about that has all this talent going to produce in Division I. It means a lot. When you play an MIAA team out of conference. You saw Haverford go 4-0 against the league. Pretty impressive feat. Ford's still undefeated.
And you're on your website, you have them pretty highly ranked.
Yeah, number 1. And then you have Landon right behind them. Haverford lost by 1 to the Haverford Fords in OC to start the year, and I know St. Paul's got rocked by them a week or so later. New national top 25 rankings always coming on Wednesday mornings. St. Paul's may be on the outside looking in this week unless they beat McDonogh here today. McDonogh, number 3. Good defensive play there.
That is the second or third time that a McDonogh defender has gotten his stick in the passing lane. And Clark, with a little hitch move, thought about it.
It's so important as a defenseman to have that stick on the pass lane. Never want to have it by your side. You always want to be active. Wreak havoc a little bit. So important to get those extra possessions. Patient offense from McDonogh. Seen a lot of that this year. Very unselfish offense here for the Eagles. We've seen that. Don't really care who gets the goal.
.6:10 remaining second quarter, brought to you by Kelly & Associates. Sutley, nice toe drag, slide comes to him, shot just wide by Robbie Black. And as we get a timeout on the field, I want to remind you, Kelly & Associates, behind the scenes, Kelly & Associates Insurance Group has assembled an incredible team of dedicated professionals, forged high volume and high integrity alliances with the finest health, life, and disability, dental, vision, and workers' compensation carriers, suppliers, and brokers, and developed cutting-edge technologies to provide customized total benefit solutions for employers of every size. Check out Kelly & Associates. Royal Farms game of the week here at McDonogh, 2-2 your score, 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Royal Farms surcharge-free ATMs. Connor Young, rollback, throwback, and here's Sutley, little isolation opportunity. Fakes the flip. DiPietro leaning on him, and now it's Connor Young. Young gets a step shot. What a save by A.J. Barreto. A lot of hustle right there by Connor Young.
Graceful dive there.
Yeah. Clark comes around. That was his hot spot against IMG. He goes crossfield to Jackson Morrill. Morrill, a couple stutter steps, save almost. Barreto got a piece of it, but it's 3-2 Eagles.
That's Morrill's bread and butter right there, dodging for Mex. Love his change of direction, love his foot speed, love his ability to finish. I know Yale does too. Ball from New Haven in 2 years. Brother Zeke, a former Gilman standout, now playing for Kevin Warren at Georgetown.
His father, Mike, no slouch at Johns Hopkins. Probably played his best lacrosse up in Philadelphia for Eagles Eye, Philadelphia Lacrosse Club. Eli Ayer with the face-off win. And Alex McGovern now clears for the Eagles. Flag being minded by Armand Medgulchi. 2 Princeton guys.
And a great matchup too. I said it before, I think Medgulchi might be the best defenseman in the league.
McGovern, second of the day for Alex McGovern, lefty laser.
He loves that lefty, alley dodge. such a talented shooter on the run.
He can bring it. And he was injured at the end of last year. You know, it's always tough to say what if, but they certainly would have been a little bit different offensively late in the year last year, and then even going into the Baltimore Under Armour tryout. That Under Armour underclass tryout, certainly the greatest opportunity you're going to have to be recruited as well as measure yourself against the best players in your area. Go to underarmourlacrosse.com and register now. Dawes Milchling with a ground ball, and that's a timeout called by Coach Bricado with 4:19 to go. Make sure you go to Royal Farms if you need cash, surcharge-free ATMs, and of course, world-famous chicken and hand-breaded Western fries. Get to Royal Farms. St. Paul's possession here. Royal Farms game of the week. Great to have you a part of it. Thank you so much for making us part of your sports viewing day. So many folks watching on their smart TVs now. Carter Flagg saved by Stover. Saw it all the way.
It's not that Stover's, really emerged out of nowhere this year, but I think he's a kid that has definitely made a statement as perhaps the best goalie so far, at least in out-of-conference play. He's been so vital to the Eagles' success.
And we're going to get another push. I thought we might have another possession-saving timeout. McDonogh possession, 3-3, 3:33 left here in the second quarter, brought to you by Kelly & Associates. All your insurance needs, individual and group plans. And the defensive intensity is picked up here. And two McDonogh guys colliding. Nice little man ball right there. Is that Jack Parr, I believe, who made the play. Backhand shot by Sutley. Backed up by Clark.
I know I singled them out in the open, but I think St. Paul's defense has done a pretty good job holding their own. Maybe a few off-ball breakdowns, but
so many guys on this McDonogh offense that you have to key on. If you don't key on Robbie Black, I mean, all the skills that he inherited from his mom, Joy Black, they're going to be showcased. Here's Robert Clark, backhand, I like it.
a little off balance there in the BTB.
And here's Morrill. Morrill comes around. Now they get a slide. Shot, goal. And that is Robbie Black showcasing the skills. Tell you what, the gene pool in the Black family, a wealth of athleticism. Both parents stars in their careers at Roanoke. Robbie Black, probably one of the greatest ever. And of course, the mom, Joy Black, the greatest ever. Four to three, screaming Eagles. Ooh. Eli Ayer going deep to Barreto. And Barreto now has some time. Patiently walks it up. His Nixon watch not getting in the way of his throw at all. AJ, a loyal Nixon wearer, and errant pass with 1:49 to go. It'll be McDonogh possession, but St. Paul's gets a chance to ride.
When you have a new defense like that, new personnel, always hard to have the clears be on point.
Here's Jack Kemp for the Eagles, second midfield getting some run. And this has been an impressive second midfield. Blake Gray, along with Kemp and Justin Whitfeld. Clark tries to shoulder in, takes the double team, and we get a timeout by Coach Hilgartner with 1:17 to go here. Second quarter brought to you by Kelly & Associates. Of course, this is the Royal Farms Game of the Week. Real fresh, real fast, real free, surcharge-free ATMs. Jack Parr putting the ball in play for the Screaming Eagles. First midfield unit in for the Eagles. St. Paul's looking zone. Sutley rolls back righty, inside feed shot, save. Barreto punches that one out with the left hand. The clock trickles below the 1 minute mark here in the half. 4-3 Eagles. Robbie Black with the go-ahead goal for the home Eagles in white. A little slip that time by Sutley, draws the attention. They try to switch fields and do. And Jack Parr comes out. Here's Black. Robbie Black steps in. Ouch. Somebody took one. Taking one for the team. 21.9 seconds remaining here to start the play. Sutley in the middle, open shot, goal. A little gap in the zone, and we have a 2-goal gap on the scoreboard.
It's been a back and forth ball game, but McDonogh created some separation here with 2 recent goals. Black and Sutley, both future Nittany Lions.
11.3 seconds remaining, nowhere near 12 seconds. I mean, if you think you have 12 seconds left in the half, you are sorely mistaken. 11.3. They'll have to change all their play calls based on that. Royal Farms Game of the Week. Eli Ayer comes up with the clamp. He gets called for withholding. Referee Stuart Price. And now we get a flag. And frustration showing. McDonogh can just hold for possession. And I don't know that you want to try anything kooky, because there's a chance Barreto comes with the save and then he has possession.
Talk about momentum. Definitely can bring that momentum over the third quarter. Saw him do that against Gonzaga.
Third quarter brought to you by Riley's Oyster. I was there over the weekend. And they will simply wait as the St. Paul's attackmen run up. And that'll do it for the first half. 5-3 your score. Royal Farms Game of the Week. Great action here at John McDonogh Stadium. McDonogh ahead 5-3, 23 seconds left on the foul, and it's going to be McDonogh possession to start the third quarter. We'll be back.